My name is Sophia. I'm 32 years old, and until 6 months ago, I believed I had the kind of marriage people envied. A cozy home in the suburbs of Austin, Texas, a husband who was climbing the corporate ladder, and two best friends who had been by my side since college. Life felt safe, predictable, until the day it all shattered and I discovered that the people I trusted most saw me as nothing more than a placeholder. This is my story, a raw, painful journey through betrayal, public humiliation, and the unexpected strength I found when everything fell apart. If you've ever been cheated on, gaslit by friends, or made to feel not enough, keep reading. The cracks that I ignored. I met Ethan in our senior year of college. He was ambitious, charismatic, and always had big dreams. I was the steady one, the planner, the nurturer. We got married right after graduation, and for 6 years I poured everything into building our life together. I handled the home, supported his late nights at the marketing firm, and put my own graphic design career on a slower track so he could focus on promotions. "We're a team," he'd say, kissing my forehead. I believed him. The changes started subtly. Ethan began staying at the office until 10 or 11 p.m. Big client pitches, he'd text. Then came the new cologne, sharp, expensive, nothing like the simple one I'd bought him for years. His wardrobe upgraded overnight, tailored shirts, designer jeans. His phone, once left carelessly on the counter, now lived in his pocket on silent. I convinced myself it was work stress. We were trying for a baby, after all. I decorated the spare room in soft neutrals, dreaming of the family we'd build. But deep down, that knot in my stomach grew tighter. One rainy Thursday afternoon, everything exploded. I was cleaning our home office when his tablet pinged on the desk. A message preview lit up the screen from Kay. "Can't wait for our cabin weekend. She still has no clue. Love you, babe." My hands shook as I unlocked the device. We shared passwords, or so I thought. The conversation went back months. Photos, hotel receipts, inside jokes about how safe and boring life was with me. Kay was Kayla, his 29-year-old colleague, the vibrant account executive everyone at the company adored. She was everything the messages said I wasn't: driven, adventurous, a real woman who challenges him. I sat there on the floor, surrounded by printed reports, rereading every word until they blurred. When Ethan walked in that evening, still wearing that cologne, I was waiting on the couch with the tablet open. "Sophia?" His face went pale, then hardened. No tears, no groveling, just a sigh like I was an annoying chore. "It's been 6 months. Kayla makes me feel alive. You are comfortable, Soph, but you're not exciting anymore. You're not woman enough for the life I want now. I need someone with ambition, someone who pushes me." His words sliced deeper than any knife. I had supported every dream, cooked his favorite meals after 12-hour days, celebrated every promotion while sidelining my own freelance projects. And now I was not woman enough? I didn't scream. I simply said, "Get out." He packed a bag and left for Kayla's apartment that night. I called my sister Mia, who drove over immediately. I left our house with one suitcase, feeling like a ghost in my own life. When your best friends stab you in the back. The next blow came from the people I trusted most. Emma and Olivia had been my ride or guys for over a decade. We'd been through breakups, weddings, job losses. I texted them, "Emergency brunch at our spot tomorrow." At the little cafe downtown, I spilled everything over cold lattes. I expected hugs, outrage, plans for wine and revenge. Instead, they exchanged a long, knowing look. "Soph, we knew," Emma said quietly, not meeting my eyes. Olivia nodded. "We saw them together months ago at that rooftop bar. Ethan looked happy. We didn't want to get in the middle of your marriage." My world tilted again. "You knew for months and said nothing?" Emma leaned in, her voice softening in that condescending way people use with children. "Look, babe, Ethan has been unhappy for a while. Kayla is dynamic. She's climbing the ladder fast, travels, has all these stories. You've always been more of the homebody type. Supportive, sure, but maybe he needs someone who matches his energy. It's not that you're bad, you're just different. Olivia piled on. He told us you were suffocating him with the baby pressure and the routine. Maybe this is for the best. You can find someone more traditional, too. I stared at them. These women I had stood beside through everything. They were defending my cheating husband, calling me lesser in polite, pitying tones. Traditional and homebody sounded like insults, like being reliable and loving made me unworthy of loyalty. I stood up, voice steady despite the tears. Enjoy defending a cheater. We're done. I walked out without looking back, the cafe door's bell ringing like a funeral toll. That night at Mia's, I cried until I was empty. My marriage, my friends, my identity, all gone in 48 hours. But the worst was still coming, the public smear campaign. The next week, Ethan posted a long, carefully crafted Facebook update. It painted him as the long-suffering husband who had tried everything while I became controlling and stagnant. He thanked his supportive friends, including Emma and Olivia, for helping him find happiness with Kayla. The post got hundreds of likes. Mutual friends commented, "You deserve this, man. Sophia was always so clingy. Proud of you for choosing yourself." Work became torture. Whispers followed me. Clients who knew us socially gave pitying looks. I felt exposed, small, worthless. But pain has a way of forging steel. Mia refused to let me wallow. "They don't get to write your ending," she said. The truth that changed everything. Through a mutual contact at Ethan's company, I connected with Lena, a former HR coordinator who had quit months earlier. We met at a quiet park. "What they did to you isn't new," Lena revealed, sliding over printed emails and chat logs. Kayla had a pattern, targeting married men in leadership for career boosts. Ethan wasn't her first. There were rumors of manipulated projects, sidelined colleagues, even a past affair that contributed to another man's divorce. Ethan had been funneling company resources toward clients that benefited Kayla's profile. More damning, messages where they mocked me, planned the escape, and discussed how to control the narrative post-divorce. They'd even involved Emma and Olivia indirectly, promising introductions to Kayla's network. I felt sick, but also empowered. This wasn't just infidelity, it was calculated. With Lena's evidence and a good lawyer, I pushed back. I gathered financial records showing joint assets, documented the smear campaign's impact on my mental health, and quietly shared the truth with key people. Not for revenge, for justice. The glow-up no one saw coming. I didn't explode in dramatic revenge. Instead, I rebuilt quietly and fiercely. I revived my graphic design business, landing bigger clients than ever before because my pain fueled creativity. I traveled solo for the first time, to the mountains, then the coast. I started therapy, yoga, and a small support group for women recovering from betrayal. 6 months later, I ran into Emma at the grocery store. She looked uncomfortable. "Sophia, you look amazing." I smiled genuinely. "I am. Turns out I was more than enough. I just needed to stop shrinking for people who never deserved me." Ethan and Kayla's relationship fizzled within the year when the company investigated irregularities. Last I heard, he was scrambling while I thrived. Lessons from the ashes. Betrayal like this breaks you, but it also reveals who you really are. I learned, trust your gut. Those small signs were warnings. Real friends lift you up even when it's uncomfortable. Your worth isn't defined by being exciting enough for someone else. Stability, kindness, and loyalty are strengths. Revenge is living well. Focus on your growth. If you're going through something similar, husband cheated, friends betrayed you, feeling not woman enough, know this, you are enough. The right people will see your value without you having to prove it. Start small, one boundary, one new habit, one truthful conversation. Today, I have a thriving business, deeper relationships with those who stayed loyal, and a peace I never knew possible. Ethan did me the biggest favor by leaving. He freed me to become the woman I was always meant to be. What's your story? Have you faced betrayal and come out stronger? Share in the comments. Your voice matters. Let's support each other.